CNBC Sport, in conjunction with AthleticDirectorU, debuting its inaugural list of the 75 most valuable college athletic programs. The top 5 are worth nearly $6 billion combined, with Ohio State leading the pack. And a new settlement allowing private equity to enter the fray could make the eye-popping numbers from TV payouts to student-athlete nil deals even bigger. CNBC's senior sports reporter Mike Ozanian and AthleticDirectorU and student-athlete nil founder Jason Belzer joins us now on set. Great to have you guys both here. Any surprises here in this list, Mike?
I was surprised, actually, Notre Dame was not in the top 5. Now, I'm a big Notre Dame fan, but, as you look at the data, you see they don't monetize the assets as much as some of the SEC and Big Ten schools do. Also, USC, a longtime arch rival of Notre Dame, not up there. But again, if you look at the model, it's based largely off of revenue, 4 times revenue. We made some adjustments for things like NIL spend. How big is their football fan base? How big are their alumni? Do they require subsidies? But this list is, I think, something that's going to have a lot of impact of the next year as outside money looks to invest in college athletics.
Right. And outside money includes private equity. And so, Jason, can you explain to the viewer at home who might not have paid attention to this whole way to how we got to this point, how private equity is looking to get in? And what is the appetite from traditional private equity investors like endowments, et cetera, for this kind of investment?
Yeah, that's right. So 4 years ago, student athletes were able to start earning NIL money, meaning they could actually earn revenue. And so over the last 4 years, about $1 billion has flowed to those student athletes. Because of the new settlement for the House case, the NCAA is going to back pay $2.3 billion to student athletes over the last decade. And then starting in 2025, they're going to pay $2 billion a year to the athletes. Because of that, all of these athletic departments are going to have major budget shortfalls. And so they're seeking ways to be able to make up that money. And so private equity is the most logical place for them to go. And as you see, with conferences being worth several billions of dollars, there's a real asset class to be able to be invested in.
So I know for some of the other sports, private equity is 10% cap. Is that in existence here? No.
Yeah, so there is no cap because there hasn't been any deals done yet. One of the biggest challenges that any university is going to face is that they're all nonprofits. So what's going to have to happen is that there's going to have to be the creation of a special purpose vehicle, essentially, that allows for the revenue producing assets, so media rights, sponsorships, ticket sales to be sort of bifurcated. A great example is Clemson, which is at the top of the ACC on this list, has created something called Clemson Ventures. And nobody has really understood why that they've done that. But if you start thinking about it, it's logical because they're looking to get out of the ACC, which is one of the smaller conferences now, and they're going to have to figure out how to compete with South Carolina and Texas and everybody else. And so it's likely that they're preparing themselves to potentially take on private capital.
So, Mike and Jason, it seems to me competing, though, is a function of TV contracts, right? So there's the NCAA contracts, but individual schools, I mean, it gets back to even what you see with professional sports. I don't know if Ohio State has their own football network, but the SEC certainly does. The Big Ten certainly does. So talk about that relationship and how that's funneling into NIL money.
That's right. So Big Ten, SEC, the 2 biggest conferences, they distribute approximately $60 million a year to each of their teams right now. By the end of this decade, that's going to be closer to $100 million. So there's a $40 million difference. So if you're a school in the ACC or the Big 12, like a North Carolina or a Clemson, you're going to have a $40 or $50 million a year delta that you're going to have to make up, which is pretty much impossible, right? There's just no way because that's a quarter or a third of your budget. So either you take on private equity to close that gap, or you figure out how to get into that upper echelon of the league. But most of these conferences, the SEC and the Big Ten, Big Ten is at 18 schools, SEC is at 16. It's not like they're looking to just continue to expand because they're just going to have to cut up their pie.
Right. Mike, we've been talking about the big teams. What happens if you're sort of in the middle of the pack?
Yeah,
or you're not one of the top?
Interestingly, I think those are the schools that probably need private equity the most, right? Because they don't have the big TV deals. And as Jason just explained, going forward, the advantage the SEC and the Big Ten is going to have. But even if you're in that second division, what are you going to do? And also, I think a big part of this is these athletics departments are not experts at monetizing their assets and revenue streams. Their brands, even for the middle tier schools, are up here and their revenues down here. So by bringing in some expertise in private equity, I know a lot of people think, oh, the wolves are at the door. Private equity is going to come in and destroy this. I don't think it's that way, because the private equity firms are incentivized, because they're only going to make money if this plan happens, if the schools make more money. But these schools are not experts either on the revenue side, and in many times these schools, their costs are bloated.